Today I've got a really quick recipe for you, and it's for lemon curd. Now I make all of my own preserves. I don't buy any at all. If I run out of something, I just do without it until I get a chance to make it again. I love lemon curd and I've been making it for many years. However, a few years ago I discovered a recipe online, I think probably through Pinterest, for making my lemon curd not over a double boiler like I was always used to doing, but actually in the microwave. And I tried it out and it worked so well. I've done it that way ever since. So I'm sharing the recipe with you today. I'll write it out in the description, but I'm going to link you to the original recipe that I found because it really is a good one and it's really quick. It doesn't need many ingredients really, and it's a super present to give to someone at Christmas. So ingredients, very simple. I've got 4 ounces of butter, that's salted butter, in my bowl, and I think that's equivalent to half a stick of butter. I have 1 cup of caster sugar, that's going to go in my bowl. I've got 3 whole eggs and the yolk of 2 more eggs, and I've just kept the egg whites to make meringues or to add to something else. I can add them to scrambled eggs and just to bulk my eggs out. My lemons, so I've grated the rind of 2 lemons, which is here, and I'm not going to put that in yet. And I've juiced the same 2 lemons into my little gravy boat here, but I need half a cup. So sometimes there's not quite enough, sometimes there's too much. I think this looks like it might be just right. And it actually is, I can't believe it. I've got exactly half a cup there. So my 2 lemons have given me the exact right amount of lemon juice. That's going to go in the bowl. I'm going to whisk it together, just with a whisk, as much as I can. I mean, the butter's not melted or anything, but I'm just going to give it a bit of a whisk so the eggs are broken up. And then I'm going to put it in the microwave, and it's going to go in on just my normal high microwave, and I'm going to put it in for 45 seconds. And then I'm going to take it out and stir it. I'll just leave my whisk there. I'm going to go in the microwave now. I usually put it on for a minute and keep an eye on it, and at 45 seconds I bring it out. It really is this quick to make. So the jars keep getting warm, hot and dry. Now in the original recipe, the lady says to leave the lemon curd till it's cold and then pot it and put it in the fridge. I don't do that. I pot it traditionally like you would in the UK, and I'm going to put it straight into my hot jars and then put the lids on immediately and leave them till it's cold. And in that way it does keep a little bit longer. But once it's opened, then you need to keep it in the fridge to keep it fresh because it's made with eggs and butter. First lot of 45 seconds, the butter's started to melt. You need to keep it stirring, you don't want to be making scrambled eggs. Good old whisk, back in. And another 45 seconds. And you just go on like that. 45 seconds, whisk, 45 seconds, whisk. You might need to do it 4 or 5 times, or even a bit more, depends on the wattage of your oven. What happens is that the butter and the eggs will emulsify together, and as the eggs cook, it'll thicken up with the help of the lemon juice. Really good whisk when you're doing the whisking in between your seconds. It's starting to get warm. Smells amazing. A lot of lemons here because they were half price in the shops. So I'm going to make another batch. I never double this recipe up because it works so well with the amounts that there are. So if I want more than this, I'll just do the recipe again rather than doubling the thing up. But do know that you can freeze lemon zest successfully, and so if I don't have anything else to do with the rest of all these lemons, I've got 2, 4, 6, I've got another 10 lemons here, I'll grate the zest and I'll freeze that in a pot, and I'll also freeze the juice too. It's nice and a sort of a creamy mixture. It will get more firm on going cool. So I think this is actually done. I'm going to just get a spoon and taste it. That is done. I'm going to put the lemon rind in now. So that was the lemon rind from the 2 lemons. And just whisk that through as well. And that is done. I'll show you the consistency with the spoon. It's sort of, it's not liquid anymore. It's definitely, it's like thin custard. That's the consistency you're aiming for. Anyway, that's done. I'll get my jars out. Now I like to put the lemon curd into smallish jars because once they're opened it needs to be used up, you know, within maybe 2 or 3 weeks if you can. So little jars are definitely preferable. And plus to give us presents. It's quite a nice little present to give. I have my funnel here. I'm just going to pot each one. Just take my whisk out. Now I'm being very careful because everything is now super hot. I'm just going to spoon it in. Making sure it comes right to the top. And then put my funnel into the next jar. And put my lid straight on to the jar and make sure that they're absolutely tight. And what will happen is a vacuum will happen and the lid will go down and it'll pop down. That is so scalding hot. So out of that I've got 3 lovely jars of lemon curd. I've got 3 jars still prepared, so I'm going to actually make another batch of this now straight away, and it's just as easy to weigh it all out and start again than try and alter the timings of the original recipe, I think. So in the end I got 6 jars of lemon curd made, and I think that's really good. I've dressed that one up with a little bit of scrap quilting cotton and a bit of kitchen string, and I think that makes a really nice present for someone. So I hope if you're feeling, oh, that's the toast coming up, because I do have an extra special taste tester here, and the spare lemon curd got set in a little saucer. So extra special taste tester, would you like to come into camera? Hey, Naomi's here. Hello. You're going to taste test my lemon curd, Naomi?
Yes, I am.
I was going to ask you, do you actually buy preserves when you're back at home, where you live normally?
No, not really. Only because yours is the best.
I might have primed her for that answer.
I wasn't bribed.
No, she wasn't bribed, but she was primed for it. Anyway, she's going to taste test the lemon curd. You'll not have had homemade lemon curd for a while.
No, not since last Christmas.
Last Christmas, oh my goodness. Does it live up to expectations? Good. So I hope that's fine with all of you, and you find that you might want to make some lemon curd too. I'll definitely have the recipe linked in the bottom. It's not my own microwave way of doing it, but it's the one I've used ever since I found that recipe, and I think it's really good. So that's Naomi and I signing off for now. Bye from Marion's World.
Bye.